Most people, when they come in for couples counseling and they're contemplating the question, should we get a divorce? We're trying to figure out whether we can make this work. The first question is, should we get a divorce? First question is, how do we get here? How did we get here? How did we find ourselves under this sort of pile of rubble? How did we find ourselves continually making efforts and attempting to build and rebuild and build and rebuild, only to find ourselves more and more and more hurt, more and more and more hopeless? Um, and the answer to that is 99% of the time quite simple. It's that you have failed to recognize the need to grow that lied within you, that was being called out by this relationship. You have failed to confront that thing inside of yourself that you're being afforded by the conflicts, by the personality, by the way your life has been operating. And so, what you've done is you've existed in a self perpetuating cycle of destruction, self affirming. And eventually, you get to the point where you are completely convinced that this isn't going to work. This person's, we're not compatible. And the reality of it is it's it's far from true. Now, whether or not you should or shouldn't get a divorce is still not the question, because that determines on a number of factors that can't quite be pinned down. But if you get a divorce and you fail to recognize your need to grow, then you're running from yourself and your need to grow. If you recognize that need to grow and you begin to engage in it, you may be able to fix the relationship. But even if you don't, you still grow and you outgrow the relationship.